going to cover is surgical tech and sterile processing. The chair of that department is going to do a little introduction, and then we will share some clips of the program and the students, their testimonies, and the labs.
Good morning. My name is Lori Maynard. I am the chair for surgical technology and sterile processing. I have 35 years experience in surgical technology, and I've been with Owens for 6 years. The thing that the students find in my program is that they spend a lot of time on their feet, and they are also processing information so that they can help the surgical team to complete a surgery to the benefit of the patient. Classes at Owens for surgical technology and sterile processing are only offered on the Toledo campus, and the certificate for sterile processing is 2 semesters, can be completed in 2 semesters, and the surgical technology program is a 2-year program. Both the sterile processing certificate and the surgical technology certification are national certifications. So once you complete the program, pass the certification exams, you can work anywhere in the United States. You don't have to retest like you do in a licensure. So we'll go ahead and play these. I have a little scenario that I'd like to share with you. As a child, you enjoyed assisting your parents in the kitchen or the garage, passing and preparing tools, working as a team to accomplish a task. You have a strong desire to work with others toward a common goal of helping those in need of care. If this describes you, then the associate's degree in applied science in surgical technology at Owens State Community College may be the best option for you. OCC's surgical technology department faculty members and staff are prepared and willing to help you begin a successful career that will lead you to becoming a certified surgical technologist or a certified sterile processing tech.
What's great about the Owens Sterile Processing Certificate is that it's only 2 semesters long. The first semester is working here in the lab, learning the instruments hands-on. The second is actually going to a clinical site and learning their sets and instruments. There is also a potential to get a job while you're completing your certificate.
What we do is we sterilize and wash the instruments. That way the patient does not get an infection.
The staff will inspect the instruments, set them up into sets for surgery the next day, and get them sterilized for the surgeons to use upstairs. Most sterile processing technicians work in hospitals, and it's a really good opportunity for people who are passionate about helping their community. All these surgeries wouldn't be able to happen without the clean instruments and without the surgical processing staff.
What I love about sterile processing at Owens is that I know that I'm helping a person.
My favorite part about the Owens program for sterile processing is it's always a really small class. All the teachers are really hands-on and they get to know you very personally, and it makes for a really great educational experience.
We will now play the Surgical Tech Associate Degree video.
Our job as surgical technologists is to prep the OR for surgery, maintain our sterile field throughout the procedure, help the surgeon with whatever they might need, and above all else, we are patient advocates. We come in the morning and we check our case carts, make sure everything's very thorough, make sure we have all the instruments that we need, all of the supplies that we need to open in the room. We go into our rooms, we wipe everything down, we begin to open up everything sterilely onto our sterile field. Instruments, drapes, anything special to that case. We do our first morning scrub. It's 8 minutes. Gown and glove ourselves. We help gown and glove each other. We set everything up that we're going to need for the case. We set up our instruments. We set set up all the draping that we're going to need, specific special items that may be pertinent to that case. When the surgeon comes in, we help gown and glove the surgeon. As soon as the patient is prepped and ready for surgery, we can start draping. As soon as the patient is draped and everything is sterile, we can bring up all of our supplies and start passing off cords. And then we will do a timeout, and then surgery can get underway. We assist with the surgery, we pass all the instruments, we are always anticipating the surgeon's needs, ready to have what they need as soon as they need it.
The Owens Surg Tech program is great because it's a 2-year program. We do over 1,000 hours of clinical at big and small hospitals. We do lecture and lab, so we get to practice our hands-on skills outside of clinical. Plus we get to learn all the procedures and go over different case studies. As a graduate from the program, you're able to sit for the national certification. Once you pass that, you are able to work in hospitals, freestanding clinics, a wide variety of opportunities. Some other benefits of being in the surgical tech program: the communication between the students with students and the students with instructors. We all come into class and it's fun to hear what everyone kind of got to see in surgery. With all of that hands-on experience with class time, lab time, and clinical times, Owens Surgical Tech program really prepares its students to be successful in the workforce.
So if you have questions about our sterile processing certificate or the associate degree for surgical technology, Lori's contact information will be provided below.